Yo, you don't hate yourself, even if it feels like you do. What you're really feeling is the weight of pain that was handed to you. Pain that doesn't even belong to you. Let's talk about it. Nobody is born hating themselves. You didn't come into this world doubting your worth. You didn't start off thinking you're too much or not enough. But somewhere along the way, someone gave you those ideas. Maybe it was a parent who was too angry to love you properly, or a teacher who embarrassed you in front of the whole class. Maybe it was being bullied or rejected, or growing up in a house where love was conditional. And slowly, the pain became your mirror. You started believing the reflection it shows you. You start calling yourself names that weren't even yours. See, we carry things from people who never healed. A father's silence, a mother's fear, a friend's betrayal. And when you're a kid, you don't just say, this person is projecting their trauma onto me. You say, I must be the problem. So it becomes a pattern. You start shrinking or overperforming or trying to earn love through perfection. But no matter how hard you try, it never feels like enough because you're chasing love that was never withheld because of you. It was withheld because of them. Let me tell you something personal. There was a time in my life I looked in the mirror and hated who I saw. I didn't see a person. I saw a list of failures, too quiet, too emotional, too inconsistent, too not enough. But then one day I asked myself a question. Who told me that? That I'm unworthy, that I don't deserve peace, that I'm only lovable if I'm useful. And the answer? Hurt. Because it wasn't me. It was someone else's pain that got passed down to me like some twisted inheritance. That was the moment I realized I'm not the voice in my head. I'm the listener, and I get to change the channel. Let's get something straight. You're not broken. You are wounded, and wounds don't need punishment. They need healing. So let's try something. Instead of asking what's wrong with me, ask this. What happened to me? Because you'll survive things that try to steal your softness. And yet, here you are, still showing up, still watching this, still hoping. That means there's something stronger in you than what hurts you. You don't have to love yourself overnight, but you can't stop abandoning yourself when you need you the most. Imagine this, you waking up and not attacking yourself in your first thoughts. You walking through the wall with your shoulders back, not out of pride, but because you finally feel safe inside your own skin. That version of you exists. They're not far. They're underneath the noise, underneath the old script, waiting to be remembered. And the more you listen to truth, not trauma, the louder that version becomes. That's how it starts. A shift, a breath, a decision. Look, if you've been blaming yourself for pain you didn't cause, it's time to let that go. Not because you're weak, but because you finally realize it's not yours to carry anymore. You don't hate yourself. You're just being hurting without anyone ever holding space for it. And that's what this channel's for. If this message finds you at the right time, subscribe. Not for me, but for you. Because sometimes we don't need more advice. We need someone to sit beside us and say, I get it, and you're not alone. And I get it, and you're not alone. And I know you get it. So therefore, I know I am not alone. Peace.